Yo.
The red light.
Episode 77.
77.
Snake This Podcast. George, Ryan.
Yep.
Don.
Yeet.
Greg.
Something
Back in the
like,
building.
Something like that.
Hey. Everybody weekend good?
It's a good weekend.
Yes, no? Why? What'd you do?
Friday night, we went out to dinner for my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
boy.
Thank you. Then Saturday night, went and saw It.
How was it?
Lit.
Really?
It was lit.
I can't, it's so mixed, I hear.
I told you it was good.
It was a good
I
movie.
need
I
to
told
see
you
it.
it was.
Sunday, just chilled. We were driving by 40th Street, and Hannibal was outside washing George's whip. Good girlfriend. She out there washing your whip while you were sound asleep.
Your car?
While you were sound
While
asleep.
you sleep?
It's not my car.
Oh,
it was your car. She was washing the 350.
Oh, it's dirty when I got in it last night, so you couldn't tell.
She watched the exterior wash. Huh?
Yeah,
did the rims.
It was a $6 exterior.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I'm talking about like the windshield and the side was dirty. So
Yeah, you probably driving faded.
much appreciated.
Drove through some bushes.
I rode in a Uber faded, like was super faded. I was hungover on Monday at work still from Saturday day. I didn't even. Well, actually, I guess it was Saturday night too, but
And Sunday morning. She said you got home by 5 a.m.
I got home at 4, and then I got what I did. I got Jack in the Box at like 4 a.m. and then I ate it till about 5 a.m. because I kept falling asleep.
It took an hour.
threw up?
Like,
Jack in the
took a-
Box, did you get to,
took a bite, took a bite, fell asleep.
You throw up?
Took another bite, woke up, took a bite, fell asleep.
I don't think George throws up when he
You
gets
don't throw
drunk.
up? I throw up when I get drunk.
I throw up too. I just can't help it. No. That was my only goal for Vegas, not to get drunk.
I mean, this happened before, obviously,
Just
but
to throw
nah,
up.
How's Vegas?
I get like delayed hangovers though because I'm an old man now. So that you guys might start getting those where you wake up in the morning and you kind of fine, and then by about like 2 in the afternoon you're like
Hit you out of nowhere.
We might start getting them. Surgeon General, give us that warning.
Might start.
WebMD.
Once you wake up and you get that feeling, the old man has set in. You gonna get them hangovers.
What'd you get for your birthday, Ryan? Nothing?
Not a lot, no. Teresa got me some Ralph Lauren teddy bear sheets that I've been looking for forever. A couple shirts for work. That's about it. I bought myself a couple Yeezys and a salmon toe off of you that I wore for my birthday. That was it. Oh, I did have pickups this week. I thought I had no pickups. I picked up kicks from you last week.
Oh, that was right. Don, do anything with this weekend?
I went to go check that fight out at a sports bar. That was pretty much the gist of it. Just enjoyed that. Enjoying my weekends off now that I have more free time, clearly. You know what I mean? So just kicked it. Went to watch the fight. That's pretty much it.
Fight was great. Vegas was great.
Fight was...
What? You got to better say it was great.
I mean, the fight was great.
You got a
until the
different opinion
judges-
because you were there. It's different.
Until the judges.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean,
The fight itself was great.
Okay, before we get to all that, how was Vegas?
oh, yeah. Vegas was off the hook. Literally drunk every single day.
Well,
The entire
obviously.
night. I didn't get in until like midnight Friday. Got there for
You
a
mean
second.
you didn't get into Vegas?
Vegas
to
until
Vegas.
midnight Friday. Took the red eye. The flight, since it was the last flight, which I didn't know Southwest was the headquarters is in Vegas. That was the last flight, so all the drinks on the plane were free. So I drunk 4 rum something. So I was pretty good getting off the plane.
In a 56-minute flight.
Bro,
and
it
you
was
had
like
4 rum
43.
drinks.
Bro, the plane went like this.
No, it's usually like 48
It
minutes.
landed in
Yeah.
Vegas. I was too short. Like, I mean,
You got 4 drinks in.
then we.
You must have got
Time,
yeah.
bro.
You must have got doubles.
I was going fast too. I was like doing podcast stuff on the laptop. I felt important.
Oh, yeah, you were trying to catch up. You must have had that mindset like, I better when I land, I better be lit.
Oh yeah, I
Okay, so
was.
can
I was
beat
trying to
up
catch
with 'em.
up.
Any fans on the
And
plane?
then,
Any fans stop you in the airport or anything? Any
nope.
sneak this fans?
Nope. Saw kites. No, I'm joking. Went to. Oh yeah, then we landed.
You saw
I got a
beer,
drink.
you saw a beer man.
I got a couple drinks, and then we went to Senior Frog in the club. I mean, in the hotel, and that was lit. Got faded. Shout out to Cuddy. Cuddy was there. My brother-in-law, and almost had to scrap this dude up. He was pressing. He was pressing too hard on my sister-in-law.
That sounds
bro.
about right.
She was too faded already, right? And I'm trying to what, hey man, let's just get you out of here. And I don't like it when hey, if dudes try to talk to her, that's just it is what it is. But he knew she was super faded, so he tried to press on her she faded
Trying to take
So I
advantage.
went over to homeboy bruh, and he was like, yo, what? I pushed him, bruh. Everybody was just grabbing me, just dragging me out the building, and I was about to get him, huh? And of course, I was telling George the next morning. Everybody that was with me was like, bro, we was gonna get him too, fam. We was gonna stab him, bro. We was gonna get him. I'm like, man, chill. But
You said you've been wanting to throw hands for a while. That
I
was your
have, dude. That was my moment.
That was your moment.
Because he had
and you didn't
glasses
take
on.
it.
I was gonna break him.
You should have did it, bro.
Yo, Cuddy though, one of our friends, Rudo, bro, buying
still
shots. Yeah, bro, buying shots. He was trying to get on everybody about drinking shots. He did something I never seen before in my entire life. We all got shots, expensive. I mean, through the roof drinks. Passed them out. Rudo got the shot. Went like this. Tasted it and went.
Spit it back in the cup.
In the cup. Give it back to the bartender. Facts, bro.
What was
Oh,
it?
hell no.
Don Julio. Or 1845. What is that? Julio? One of them tequilas.
But tequila.
Yeah, tequila.
Yeah.
Fuck tequila. Yeah.
Bro, get
Whiskey
it back
only.
to her.
I've seen it happen before.
I ain't never seen nobody throw it back in the cup. And like it didn't spill over. It was even. It just stopped. It was like the perfect amount.
So he didn't throw up then. He spit it back up. There's a difference.
Oh, no.
You can't throw up an amount like that. Huh?
Bro, the what it looked like?
He must have
it
had
was
nothing else in his stomach
It was
at all.
Yeah. had
wild,
Chipotle in
bro.
it?
It was disgusting.
It had
bro.
Chipotle in it?
No, I don't know what they. Well, they had Asian food before I got there. So
Sounds
they had,
like he's done that
Chinese
more than
food.
once.
Lo mein? Don Julio
like
Lo mein?
brains.
Don Julio times chow mein?
But no, Vegas was dope. Obviously went to the fight. We'll talk about the fight. Any pickups?
None for me.
None for me. I'm good.
Not even in Vegas?
Oh, actually, I had got those one joint, those Tobago Fikes. Nah, bro, I'm good.
Did
for
you
a
stop
minute.
by any stores out there?
No, not really. We were so like hungover in the morning.
That makes
What
sense.
colors you get? You got green and
The
blue?
green and the
Or red?
red ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing, man. I'm good right now. I'm good for a minute. George, you get anything? No. Ryan, what'd you get besides what you got for me?
That was it.
Dang, nice.
So what did you get for the people that don't know?
I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
Beluga, Pirate Black, Yeezy 1, and Salmon Toe Ronnie Fag.
Dang, you got Yeezy ones?
And then I'm going to buy those Moody Floral Vans this week at some point because those are fire flames.
What is that?
Um,
I seen some Vans with like a skeleton on the thing and something.
so there's this one,
Oh, okay.
this one,
Oh, that low cut is tight.
They look like Janoskis.
and this one.
They do look like
You
Janelle.
buying all three of them?
I'm gonna buy all three of them. I think they're dope.
Vans
I've
are so
always
affordable.
wanted those Supreme ones, but I mean they're a couple $100. So these are
Nah.
$60 each.
You can't pay hundreds for Vans.
Did those the next Fear God Vans ever come out? The ones
They come out sometime this winter.
No.
sometime.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I seen them, but I didn't know they were getting ready to come out this year. I thought they were like just sample picks or something like that.
That stuff just sits now. I mean, I know that the shoes won't, but that Fear of God stuff,
Oh, really? No one's out there in the streets buying it?
nobody's out there. in the
It's
streets.
kind of plain. Like, I never could get into it.
Yeah.
Well, everything
just good quality
Everything
stuff.
has its run and dies at some point. That's just the reality.
Well, Supreme is doing all right.
I tried for them undefeated Air Maxes, struck out. That's
mean
why I
you
don't have
tried?
it.
Oh, did you go
What
up
do you mean
there?
you tried.
I did. Well, they sold out, didn't they?
Can you?
Well, I tried. No, I tried online first.
There was that
and-
many people that wanted them.
Yeah,
Bro, L.A.?
yeah. I tried online first, and then I was
LA
gonna.
what? Oh, sorry.
LA undefeated store. La Brea,
Oh,
right?
you were in LA.
No, I was out here. He was saying the LA store.
The line was
nuts.
insane.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Yeah, and then the same out here. So because I saw the line in La Brea, I contacted the people out here. They were like, "Don't even bother. If you're not here already, don't even bother."
How many pairs did they get? Anybody know?
Supposedly around 80,
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a
40
good
40
amount.
each. I would imagine. So
I didn't know anybody
Here.
here.
Here, yeah.
I
mean,
here at the.
That's not bad.
It's
What?
not that bad.
What would be a reasonable price to pay for a Flyknit Jordan 1 pre-owned?
Pre-owned?
Less than retail.
Yeah, I'd pay retail.
Probably like 150, 175.
150. I offered him 130. He said he shot me back at 160.
I mean, I would take 150.
I was
Hey.
gonna hit him back at 140.
Bro, just
then you
do-
just go to 155.
Yeah, one do 155 shipped. Is he local?
Just make
No.
your move. What comes out this week? Anything? Anything important?
Something. I saw something. What comes out this week? You know what comes out?
I seen like a City sock.
Well, technically that undefeated, the black one hasn't released yet on Nike, so that one comes out.
oh, they're
tomorrow, I
actually
think.
releasing on Nike?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They both did. Well, the white one did whatever day
Oh, it
last
did?
week
Oh,
or
I
Saturday.
didn't know
The
that.
black one
was
comes out
terrible.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't. They just look.
No, I like him. I'm saying it was a terrible release.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you try on that?
Of course, the
Oh.
sneakers app was whack, dude. It went from coming soon to sold out. It didn't even say available.
People did. Like, I seen people mad at the
What shoe?
sneakers app for the undefeated.
The white one dropped on the sneakers, and
I
yeah.
haven't woke up on time for something on
I
Sneakers
can't
app
either.
in like
I haven't either.
When I woke up, the last thing I tried for. I don't even know what the last thing I tried for in sneakers.
Last thing I tried for sneakers I actually got, but I don't know what it was. So I can't remember.
The anniversary ones re-release at some point. I heard it got postponed to the 26th, but that it could be the 23rd. Who knows?
So is that thing with the Navy 11s canceled? Is that for real? It's canceled.
That's what someone I saw tweeted that. So I don't know.
Then that vlogger that I told you about today must have got fake ones.
They all got fakes.
They all got fakes then. Right, they have to.
Exposed.
Yeah, we've been saying it.
They're exposed.
All those trail mid ultra boosts are coming out too, but I don't think anybody cares about them.
Some of those aren't bad, but I just can't get into them.
That all black with the black boost city sock looking one, it's okay. I don't really care for city socks that much, or
They suck.
but they look all right.
That shoe looks okay, but city socks suck.
The same-
no laces, and it's a high. And this is weird. You put it on, and look.
Yeah, your foot look crazy. in it, though.
It's like I don't know.
The
It
same
looks terrible to me.
vlogger that had the blue 11s had the Beluga 2.0s also.
Oh, really?
He must have he must be shopping at he must be shopping at Taobao.
Yeah, because he's reviewing too much.
Shanghai, you get him those shoes?
What else? Oh, fight. So, what y'all think? Triple G, Canelo.
Triple G won. There's no doubt about that.
Triple G won the fight.
Canelo basically gave away rounds 4 through 10. He basically gave them away.
That's
He
what it was.
backed up the entire time. Now, he got some shots in, but he wasn't busier and he didn't land more from those rounds. And the funniest part about it that I read afterwards is not the judge who had the most controversial card, because obviously that one was terrible, but the guy who
110?
yeah, it's terrible. The guy who scored it a draw gave round 7 to Canelo, which everyone agreed was Triple G's best round.
Yeah.
So had he not done that,
Right.
Triple G would have won anyways. So there's controversy on both cards, the shitty card and that draw card.
What did I tell you guys last week?
I can't remember.
Fucking can't trust redheads.
I don't think it's redheads. I think it's
You can't trust boxing.
well, that's true, but it was a De La Hoya production in Vegas, and his guy is the guy. Like Triple G's a big fighter, but he doesn't have the draw
Yeah, he doesn't
money
have
wise
the-
that Canelo does. So unless you just go out and blow him out, that's going to happen.
Oh,
There's no other explanation for a 118, 110 card. I'm
That's
sorry.
why Conor McGregor didn't win.
He
Yeah,
did,
that was
he did blow him out, though. That's so upsetting.
that was a ridiculous. Oh, first of all, being at the fight. Shout out to my brother-in-law, first of all, because he was doing everything to try to get us tickets, just from people that down there that he knows or whatever. But we ended up just getting tickets off StubHub or whatever, and that was a grip. Saw everybody out there. Saw Bones Jones.
You guys didn't try regular price the day up? I heard
No, because
there was 500 tickets left at regular price
Yeah,
in the morning.
we were-
of the fight, and then they sold out.
No, they were, kind of. So what happened was we were gonna that was the reason we were going to go to the actual fight. And then everyone was like, nah, it's too much money. So we were like, fine, whatever. We'll go to a fight party. The fight parties were about $250, $300 a person to go to. We were like, we might as well buy tickets. When we landed, they were like, yo, tickets are on there for $500. Oh, we're going to the fight then. So then we tried to buy, but it wouldn't let you buy them. Anything that was kept saying whatever for a reasonable price, they were really not there. It just kept saying no. You go back to it, it was up 600 and 700 and 800 and 1,000. So the problem was we needed 8 tickets. So we ended up getting 6 off StubHub, and then we bought 2 from the streets, and then and bro, I mean a grip. Off the streets it was $1,000 a ticket. So we ended up buying all those tickets, and then going to the fight was one of the greatest experience I've ever been to. Period, in an arena. Well, actually, first of all, T-Mobile.
Anything in Vegas seems like raises the level of whatever
Yeah.
you're going to.
I've never been to
what I
nothing
mean?
in Vegas or nothing like that. But I mean, just event I've ever been to, concert, event, everything. Only thing I could think of that might have been on the same level or maybe greater was Monday Night Raw or something like that. I don't watch wrestling anymore, but when I used to, going to Monday Night Raw, whatever, was the greatest. Now, a majority of it was because everybody in the stands was scrapping and knocking out. But in the ring, it's fire, lasers, lights, and people in the stands
Energy.
scrapping. The energy in it, but the energy at this. Real quick though, first of all, having a T-Mobile phone in the T-Mobile arena that doesn't work is insane. T-Mobile needs to really get their act
You
together.
couldn't
bro.
get any bars in there?
Bro, and my phone wouldn't work at all. None of
There
ours.
should be Wi-Fi.
None of ours would work in there. Yeah, Wi-Fi
if
too.
your thing is sponsored by a cell phone company or any kind of like communications, you should have Wi-Fi.
Me and Rocio we're trying to do stuff.
the
it's
greatest
just
Wi-Fi ever.
buffering. It's like no service. I was like, T-Mobile, you got to
All right,
step
well, we
your
know
game
T-Mobile is
up.
trash compared to like Verizon,
Look.
so we know that.
We know that, but they're like begging us to go to Verizon now. Like we call and complain about them all the time. We got the Wi-Fi in the cars. We did all that stuff. Still nothing. Nothing works. Huh? But I went to the fight. Greatest thing I've ever been to. Like I said, energy was through the roof. Everybody was going nuts. I couldn't even hear. We couldn't even hear each other talking. And counting the rounds, yeah, Triple G obviously won. He lost the first 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
the first 3,
2 or 3.
But man, that joint was just wild, bro. Like I thought it was gonna be like some scrapping and stuff, but nah, it was cool. Everybody was cool, and I think everybody was stunned that it was just a
You
draw.
talking about people trying to scrap you?
No, I like scrapped in the stands. Like I just thought
Afterwards, when
like
they heard
because
the-
it was like mad Triple G fans in there. Like it was a lot of Triple G fans, and like Mexico was deep, bro. Like
There's a lot of Mexican fans who are like fans of Triple G.
yeah,
though.
they were all wearing Triple G from head to toe as well. Like, and I just assumed somebody would get too rowdy, rooting for somebody, and they just start scrapping. But nah, like nothing happened. Like it was a great time. Like it was unbelievable, bro. Like the rematch. We talked about like we might be going to the rematch too. Like they're already talking about it. It said 3 weeks. They have 3 weeks to figure that out. So if it's around Cinco de Mayo, I might be going to that fight too.
It's going to be a trilogy. It's not going to be just a rematch.
Bro,
They're
that
gonna
fight
do
was
3 fights.
great. That fight made the Mayweather-McGregor fight look even dumber. Like it made
Yeah,
me.
but everyone knew that like months ago.
Yeah, we knew it, but still, it made everybody.
You
like-
also weren't at Mayweather McGregor in person, so I'm sure if you were that one in person, then you would have the same feeling.
yeah, but I was like, I wanted my $99 back after the Mayweather
No,
fight.
you didn't.
Yeah, no. After the Mayweather fight ended, I was like, man, whatever. But after watching Triple G Canelo fight, I was like, I want my $99 back from that Mayweather fight
Oh, after that fight,
because that was a real fight.
It's one of the
you
greatest
know?
fights in line.
That was.
Wow.
I haven't seen a fight better than that in years.
It was
huh?
a very good fight.
I don't know if you guys have. I haven't.
Well, I mean, there's always like fights that
Oh, yeah,
aren't to that.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's fights all the time that aren't blown up to that level that are really, really good fights.
I think I wanted my money back after any Mayweather fight I ever watched.
I think everybody kind of feels like that, but I feel like
In
you just.
fact, the only one that I thought was a good fight by Mayweather was against Conor because he actually went at him.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people that were like, he actually fought, so
Yeah.
it was fine. And we're going to be doing top 5 boxers ever to us. Okay. So I hope y'all did something. I hope y'all got something down. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I got something.
I got something. You got McGregor on your list already.
One.
He's already number 1.
He's already number one. One night.
Anybody watch? Oh yeah. Oh no. It was funny because when we were in Vegas. We were in Vegas. Cats were like, it was one thing going with like your wife and like the friends and girlfriends and all this stuff, but we had and it was funny. We had all this discussion about like guy code or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
I thought you said Geico. I was like,
yeah, we were switching our insurance.
we're talking about saving 50% or more.
No,
Insurance talk.
because you know how it is when you with your girl and her friends and all that stuff. Like, the women in Vegas are just like, they just look,
Of course.
over the top, bro. Like, it was just incredible, like how different the scene is, like women wise. Hey, I'm married. I'm not into it, but you just see how everybody got fake butts. It
Yeah.
just looked mad crazy out there. Of course, like your girl, everybody hating on them, talking junk, which I get. But I was like, I had to reiterate, I live by 4 rules. I don't argue with nobody wife, nobody women. I don't tell nobody what to do with their kids. I don't count nobody pockets, and I live by guy code. My wife didn't like that. She didn't like that guy code one.
Not even in the
I
slightest, huh?
Still believe it to this day. And it was funny after the Kevin Hart stuff. I was like, I believe it too, bro. That Kevin Hart stuff was wild, bro.
Kevin Hart he's losing out here. Heavy. Did you get a chance to watch a little video?
I watched the video and seen the comments, bro.
So what was the actual story? I know there's some controversy about him with his wife, but what?
From what I've seen, he was out in Vegas, I believe. It was Vegas, right?
Yep.
With a couple of strippers in a room, and they were partying and all that good stuff. And one of the strippers supposedly or allegedly set up a camera in a hotel room as he's smashing guts on another chick. And then she wanted to extort him for upwards of $10 million.
Yeah, she trying to get lit.
She made like a 4.5 minute clip, but it was produced wonderfully. because she's got all these clips of different.
Yes, they went back to San Fernando.
No, it was tight though because
San Fernando Valley.
she's got.
I edited it.
Yeah, Greg shot it.
Bro, I feel like someone did because she's got clips of different.
No,
interviews.
I shot it. He edited it. Get it right.
She's got clips of different interviews of him going, "Man, I'm never gonna cheat again. This, my wife is my rib, and this and that." And then as soon as he says that in the clip, then you hear him smashing guts on this chick. So she's got it wonderfully produced.
Ooh,
and then
what?
she tried to. You didn't see the?
I didn't
full
see the video though.
The full video is amazing.
She deserves her money then. Shout out to her, though.
So it starts.
Greg will
out,
tell you how hard video production
Yo,
is.
she produced it, or somebody did produce the hell out of it. It's wonderful. So it starts out with like rolling words that say like, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater, blah, blah, blah. Then it's got different pictures of him with all these different girls. And then she splices in clips from the Breakfast Club when he's like, yeah, you know, I'll never cheat
She
again.
made a YouTube thing,
Bruh, heavy. And then all of a sudden it cuts to this scene where you don't see anybody in the bed.
Scene 3.
It is a scene. You don't see anybody in the bed, but you hear he's going in. And you
All right, bro.
I'm just saying. Pause.
He got them Nikes on. Yeah. He got them
He got
trainers
him
on.
Hustle hearts.
He got them hustle hearts
for real.
on.
And
He
then
was hustling hard.
But then it sucks because then it cuts to another part of the video where you see someone allegedly that looks like him walking around with no clothes on, and then you hear him talking to someone on the phone. So it is him.
How long is this video?
It's
2.5 hours. It's a feature film.
It was
it's a VHS.
It was 4.5 minutes that was released, but I'm sure it's longer.
Oh man!
Apparently Kevin Hart don't have much stamina. If it's only 4.5 minute video.
I feel. I mean, you know, it's funny because George is always texting about Randy Moss and all this nonsense he's been saying, and I'm like, does that affect Kevin Hart? Does it make you look at him different? Does it?
You know what? In a way, yes, because I mean, he keeps saying, you know, oh, I made a mistake and I ain't gonna do it again. He got divorced the first time because of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, how many more laugh at my pains are we?
Wait,
gonna
this
laugh
is
at?
second wife or the same?
This is the second wife.
Oh, good Lord.
He divorced his first wife, and then we hear on it and
Lord.
what now, where the laugh at my pain and whatever, when it's like, yeah, I cheated, I messed up, but now this time I ain't gonna do it. And fam, now there's a video.
That's what sucks, man. When you portray this perfect life. And
I
then
don't
you
think
get
Kevin
caught.
Hart's funny though. So,
But you know what's even worse though? His wife is pregnant. Like
he was funny.
doing this.
He was funny when he was younger and grinding, but this whole like his movies aren't funny. Let's
but I
put it
think
that way.
that's a problem with comedians. Is like, I thought Dane Cook was hilarious, and then after a while, you're like, it's just the same shit over and over again.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Will Ferrell, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
if
it's
they're
just
funny
like
anymore.
kind of like you just.
Like Kevin Hart, like I'll watch it when it comes on TV or so. I'll never go to the theater and pay to watch a Kevin Hart movie. No. Never. And it's stand up, you know, the one that kind of like put him up top. You know, I can't remember what that one was called.
I think that was probably seriously funny.
Okay, that was funny.
That one was his
All right.
best.
But all this like ones now where it's like an action movie and all that stuff.
What now was absolutely trash. I'm sorry.
Trash.
You know who
All
the
right.
only person I thought was consistently funny? Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
Eddie
He's
Murphy's like the
always
only
funny.
person that's like been
Chappelle-
consistently funny.
Chappelle
And
was
Chappelle-
funny.
but
Chappelle is the
went-
funniest man of
but
all time.
Chappelle went okay, yes, but he went away for like 8 years.
No,
so
he is.
Funniest man of all
funny.
time.
Chappelle and Rock, yeah.
There's only like one argument that you can make,
I don't think
or
Chris Rock that
maybe
funny.
two
What?
arguments that you can make. You
Chris
can make
Rock's
Richard
Rock is-
Pryor,
no, Rock is very
Richard
funny.
Pryor maybe, and Eddie Murphy from like the Eddie Murphy 80s. Eddie Murphy,
Yeah, but
not
even movie Eddie Murphy was hilarious.
Yeah.
in the 80s. After that,
Daddy Daycare was funny.
okay. After 80s Eddie Murphy, maybe early 90s.
I was
I
gonna
guess.
say early 90s Eddie Murphy.
You
was
watch
popping.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Poppin'.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 is already becoming
What about Norbert?
corny. I watched it the other day. It's already like the corn is like,
But it makes you
teetering.
laugh.
You could tell he's going towards that.
He was funny in life, and that was like 96.
All life was funny.
The difference is Dave Chappelle has never. That's never entered into the Dave Chappelle.
He doesn't have enough movies to like where you can really say like where he out to a point got corny.
Eddie
doesn't
Murphy
need
is a bigger star
Yeah.
in terms of movies and whatever else, but that's also a decision you make as an actor when they say, "Hey, play this fat guy in 27 roles in the same movie," and he goes, "All right, let's do it." And then he does the what was the one where he was
That was Norbert,
big robot,
right?
and he was the
that was
someone
I
was
don't know what
inside
it
him or whatever.
Pluto Nash or something. like that. Was that what it's called?
Dave
Norman?
Chappelle doesn't do
Nerm?
stuff like that.
I don't know.
Norbit,
Okay,
something
but
like that? I don't
yeah,
know.
money is money with Eddie Murphy. Like Dave Chappelle doesn't do a lot of stuff, dude.
Like I said,
Dave Chappelle quit the greatest
Eddie's?
show, a top 10 greatest.
But he did it for reasons that were important to him, and I respect him for it.
We don't know what they are though.
He said it before.
What was it?
What are you
Crack.
talking about?
Crack. I might have to agree
You know
with
what the
Ryan,
reasons
though.
were.
I know. I think I might have to agree with Ryan. No, I don't know if I ever found Chris Rock hilarious.
You guys need to stop.
I think
now.
I think he's super smart.
Yeah.
Like I think
hilarious.
he's smart.
Bigger and Blacker is still one of the greatest stand-up specials ever.
I mean, it's funny, but I don't think I was like dying.
I have been. Yeah, absolutely.
Like I watch
Pootie Tang, as stupid as that movie is hilarious.
I mean, there's a lot of dumb movies that are hilarious.
That's my point,
But
though.
Chris Rock
is one of the...
Chris Rock's trash.
Not early stuff was just like Eddie Murphy. It was all fire, top tier stuff. But
Chris
lately,
Rock movies?
CB4.
early on stuff was
Okay,
all
that was
hilarious.
Chris,
Same thing happened with Chris Rock that happened to Eddie Murphy. Money changes you.
Eddie Murphy.
Dave Chappelle walked away from the money. Those dudes walked to the money.
Agreed.
But I will also say that Chris Rock's stand-ups are some of the funniest stand-ups in history.
Absolutely.
He carries the stage and whatever.
I think they have iconic
stage
quotes.
presence.
And Steve
iconic
Harvey.
characters.
Steve Harvey's always funny. Steve Harvey's even funny on fucking Family Feud.
Steve Harvey's not that funny.
Steve Harvey is
Steve Harvey's-
okay.
Steve Harvey's funny.
Steve Harvey is just he's kind of torpedoed some things with the suits that he wears and also whatever that.
But he always wore them suits.
That's what I'm saying. So
Oh.
people consider him like not he is along
Bernie
the
Mac
corny
was
because of
always
that.
funny.
Bernie Mac was classic.
funny.
Bernie Mac was always
Bernie
funny.
Mac always, he talked funny.
He was funny, but sometimes it was like a little like when he used to call that
Steve
little
Harvey
boy,
loses points for them suits and also when he did that. What was it?
I think everybody loses points. Like, does people lose points?
What was the
with
thing
you?
where he announced the wrong winner? Was that the
was
was
just
America's
last year.
Pageant or something?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just last year.
But like, dude, does that affect like Kevin Hart? None of us are here paying to see a Kevin Hart movie. Like that's just period.
No.
But we might watch it if it's on TV or something like that. Does something like this really affect?
I'll be
you?
honest. For me, it does. I look at him now as bad judgment, and I look at his character. Dude, I can't because when I look at him, I'm like, dude, you're kind of a bad person. Like, I don't mind if you're a bad person because some comedians like they say they have to go down a dark place to give you good comedy.
He's not good at that. Though.
But he's not. I mean, no, I'm sorry, I can't rock with.
I
Kev that
mean,
much
my
anymore.
wife was like, his wife is pregnant. And I was like, I mean, she didn't say it like that. Sorry. She's going to think. I think she sounds like that. But I'm just like, cheating is, I mean, yes, she's pregnant. I don't know, man. I just hate the way, like, he portrayed this perfect life.
That's
and it's
my
like,
point.
it's
That's
like
my
when Mel
point.
Gibson lost his mind. And it was like, I just can't care for a Mel Gibson movie anymore. Even Tom Cruise, like, when he was acting like a weirdo, I can't, like, once you start acting weird, like, you can ruin your legacy, though.
You
like,
can.
acting weird.
What's his name? John Travolta.
John Travolta, he doesn't do anything anymore. Like, I don't get it. I just, first of all, I don't understand why he thought he could cheat. Regular guys can't cheat. Like,
Well, you know
we
what was even
can't.
funnier about the pieces of the interview that they kept putting on that video? He said at one point, I don't want to cheat anymore because I'm bad at it because I'm going to get caught. He said something like that.
God.
And sure enough, he did because he got caught slipping. Someone put a camera. I mean, they set it up perfectly, almost like in here.
I can't. I feel bad for him. I'm sorry. I still stick to the same thing. If you young and you rich, you shouldn't be married. Period. All right.
Yeah.
Period. That's what happened to Tiger Woods. You shouldn't be married. All right. You go wild when you rich and young, and then you get married when you retired and washed.
Tiger was out here.
Tiger was out here. He was a nerd in college. And he got filthy rich. He's still filthy rich.
Out here.
I got a feeling he ain't smashing nobody right now either.
Of course not.
Tiger's a weird person.
I don't know if you can go from where he was to like cold turkey like that.
He only smashed
I don't think
Percocets
that-
and Mollies and stuff now.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, he's a
Anyways.
raver.
And yes, he has black lights. He has them lights. He be doing that with golf clubs. He got glowing golf
He got
clubs.
golf clubs.
Y'all watch Kyrie interview?
Yeah.
No.
I did.
What? You mean you didn't
not
watch it?
You knew I wasn't going to watch it.
All right, you gonna have to get off that stuff.
He's a weirdo too.
He's a weird
He's
person,
a weirdo.
bro.
He's a weird dude.
Bruh, he got sleepy eyes and weird ears.
He's a weird.
He's a
dude.
weirdo dude, but you know what? I got a lot more respect for him after this interview.
I agreed with a lot of stuff. I don't know if he's right or wrong. Like, I don't know.
I don't think he's wrong in what he was saying.
Do you owe anybody anything?
No, I mean it's just a game. Like I don't think that you.
Like, should he have said something to LeBron?
No.
You don't think he should have?
To his point, why should he? Like, what is LeBron doing for his career?
I think
agree
it's
with
just.
that.
I mean, to me, it's not about like that. It's about just like having the respect for like, hey man, like just so you know,
I think
I
that's okay to do.
you know, I want to go play somewhere else. It's nothing personal. Like I just want.
I mean,
go
there's
somewhere where I'm
nothing
gonna be
wrong
the
with
dude.
doing that, but not doing that, there's nothing wrong with that
I don't-
either.
I mean, I don't think he
listen,
owed it to
at the end
him,
of the day,
but-
it's like he said, it's a business. those aren't his friends. Those are his like
Coworkers.
Coworkers. If you don't have to tell your coworker if you're looking to go to another job or business or
I mean,
career.
I guess if you look at it from that standpoint, then yeah, I don't see any problem with it. But I mean, like when you look at it from the standpoint as like some guys explain it as it being a family,
Yeah.
and like that's your family. Like to me, it'd be like breaking up with your girlfriend and not telling her, like getting with a new girl, and then having your homie call and be like, "Hey, by the way, like just so you know."
Well, for some reason, he seemed like it wasn't a family.
Wait, are you saying you should tell your old girlfriend you get a new girlfriend?
No, I'm saying like
Oh,
I'm saying like it would be like if you were with a girl and then you started dating another girl and you were like, "Hey, will you call my girlfriend and tell her that she's not my ex-girlfriend and then I'm now with this girl?" Like it's just like, you know, like it's like
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, if you look at it like how they describe it sometimes, like a family or like a brotherhood, like
I think we get caught up in thinking that like players are friends because like I think I always thought Westbrook and KD were friends.
because I thought that on
I just think that.
I thought that on Everyday Struggle, Shumpert said like he was like, yeah, Kyrie told me like he.
Shumpert was on Everyday Struggle?
You didn't see
Yeah.
that episode?
Now they do Fridays where someone comes and replaces Button.
Oh,
and,
okay,
like,
I gotta
the
see
rest
that.
It was a
of
good
them
episode.
Well, how long ago was this?
Last week.
Yeah,
Last
just
week?
Friday,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I haven't watched that show in
Lillard
a
was
month.
So it actually
Damian Lillard was
neither
on today.
Came out before the Kyrie. No, Kyrie was Thursday.
Kyrie was.
I just watched like little pieces of
Monday.
stuff. I haven't watched the
Kyrie
entire
was-
video.
Kyrie was this
Monday.
week?
Yeah,
Oh,
Kyrie
okay,
was
so the
this week,
Shumpert
yeah.
was Friday. So he was
Oh,
like,
word.
they were talking to him about like the Kyrie trade and stuff. And
And I think we just assume that like, oh, Kyrie and LeBron are friends. They're the best
Yeah.
players on the team. They gotta be friends. I just think that. Like, I don't.
I don't know, man. I had a lot more respect for him. And then I didn't look at him so much as a weirdo. I looked at him as someone who wants to throw hands with Max because,
Oh yeah, he wasn't happy with Max.
bruh, the looks he kept giving Max, yeah, he wanted.
He didn't
wanted to
like
show him
any of the
fake.
questions that Max was asking him.
Well, because Max was asking dumb questions and he kept asking the same question over and over again. Why don't you want to play with LeBron? Are you stating you don't want to play with LeBron? And he's like, I didn't say that. I don't want to play with the team. So what you're getting at is you don't want to play with LeBron. He kept reiterating his question.
Is LeBron a bigger shadow to play with ever in all sports ever? Like, is he possibly the hardest player to play with?
no, I think Kobe was.
You think Kobe was?
Either
Why
Kobe
would
or Jordan.
LeBron be difficult to play with?
Not actual basketball, just him being him. That
And you
shadow.
think you're a star?
And like you're pretty good. Is he the biggest one ever
No,
in
I would
every
say
sport?
Jordan.
I was gonna
then.
say either Jordan or him.
Because
Jordan's not,
people
man.
undervalued Scottie Pippen so much.
Yeah.
If Scottie Pippen was on any other team besides the Bulls, Scottie Pippen would be
Yeah, but
a
do you-
superstar.
But do you think it was hard for Pippen?
No, because I think Pippen had a different mentality. I think Pippen understood, like, and I think it was a different era. Like, those guys cared more about winning and beating other people. Like, guys today are more selfish. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, Kyrie is in a way being a little selfish, but that's he has that to himself. That's his career, his life. He can be selfish and say, I want to go somewhere and try to flourish.
It's hard
here's
for me
my
to,
problem with myself, because I feel like a hypocrite sometimes, because I've said that the super team stuff pisses me off, and then I get like upset because Kyrie leaves the Cavs to do just that, because now I feel like the Cavs are even less of a match for the Warriors, and the Warriors are going to like walk through the title again. But so I mean, part of me like respects the fact that he wants to go somewhere and like be his own man and do his own thing and try to win on his own and like step out of that. But as a basketball fan, now I'm like, well, you just made it that much fucking easier for the Warriors. Like,
that's why it's hard for me to call him selfish, because if he was selfish, he would just stay where it's safe, where he could potentially win for the next, however long LeBron's going to be there. So it's hard for me to say he's selfish in what he was trying to do. He just trying to follow his dream. I mean, he got his ring like he wanted. You know what I'm saying? A couple rings or whatever. And he had an opportunity last year. They messed up, and he was like, "I want to step out and do my own thing." I don't hate on him at all for doing that.
I think it had more to do with the fact that he probably knows LeBron's leaving next year, and he was like, "Well, I see what the Celtics have done. They've built a decent team, and it's a way better market than Cleveland, and LeBron's going to leave anyways. Like, so I need to do me now."
Because if LeBron left and Kyrie would have still been there's no way Cleveland would have traded Kyrie.
No.
Like, there's no way. And I think part of it had to be with he just doesn't want to be in Cleveland anymore. And I think LeBron might be the biggest shadow to play under. Like, people would say Jordan, But a lot of Jordan's teammates, I mean, it's stories of him like punching them in the face and being physically abusive to them in practice, and they still stayed on the team, and they would never utter a bad thing about Jordan.
I think part of the question you're asking though, it is flawed in terms of you're assuming, and it probably is the correct assumption, but it reflects poorly on these players that they want to be, I am the man. The team doesn't matter. They want to be important.
See, I think
Shut the fuck up and play the game and win, and then people will put you on the pantheon. They don't put people on the pantheon who just had good stats forever. They put people who win on the pantheon.
no, you're right. I mean, Pippen to me is on that pantheon. Like he's to me,
Yeah, absolutely.
he's there. But
Jordan, I
people-
don't think Jordan wins 6 without him. I mean, he
Oh,
wins,
of
he
course
wins
not.
a couple.
No.
He wins 3,
he wins
maybe.
some.
So do you think Kobe was considered
I think
a shadow
Kobe- see,
with because they said that about Shaq too. They were like Shaq, even though Shaq was clearly the more dominant,
Right.
it seemed like on paper people would say he was Kobe's shadow, but Kobe doesn't win a ring without Shaq.
See, I think it's
Shaq left
just,
and left and won a ring.
Well,
The,
Kobe did win 1 without him, but he also had
He did. Well, he
Oh,
he
it's
won.
2?
It was 2.
Gasol.
You
and-
guys got to read the article about Dwight Howard in Sports Illustrated. It's really good. Like talking about being on the Lakers and talking about his life.
Dwight Howard's trash.
I saw it. He sucks.
But you got to read
And I
it.
don't like his personality.
I don't
Okay,
like him
but
either.
you got to
Dwight
read it.
Howard is
Nah,
such
We
trash.
all thought that.
Just
But
like I
I
don't
read
like Kyrie. I
the
watch it
article. I read the article, and I might be rooting for Dwight Howard.
Don't do that.
Ever.
it.
You got to read the article.
No one likes Dwight Howard.
You gotta read the article.
Any article can make you like anybody. You probably can read something out there that make you like Hitler or feel bad for Hitler for something. I mean, that's just
Alright.
reality.
Okay, I'm
Never
gonna
that.
need you to drink some water.
Just saying.
All right. No, I think everybody in our era lived in Jordan's shadow. Was on other teams. Barkley, Ewing, Reggie Miller. They lived under Jordan's
Part of the
shadow.
issue is that
It's
always
hard playing for LeBron. It's hard.
No, it's not.
Not
Part-
physically playing basketball, but when it's literally the entire team is his decision. He builds everything. Whatever he does,
he gets you a ring.
okay. Well, get you a ring is a stretch. All right, you get to the finals. All
He's
right.
got 3. I mean, it's not like he has 0.
Well, he got one on his own. The other 2 were thanks to Dwayne Wade.
Part of the thing you're talking about is social media, and that's an excuse for a lot of things in this era. If social media existed when Jordan was playing, Jordan would be. He would have had the hate / love
He had
that
that then.
LeBron.
We just had to hear it from each other in person.
Everyone who's good has it. They don't have it to the level of you have social media. It's not the same.
You're right. I mean, I'm just talking. You know, we just out here chilling.
I'm sure Chamberlain had his
Canelo
haters too.
Triple G on you.
Yes, but his haters are all racist. He played in a different era.
Kyrie
That's the point
interview was
I'm
tight.
making.
So
Kind
on
of part of it
the,
was
on the NBA topic, Marbury gonna make a successful comeback?
I don't know. I hope
Marbury's
so.
trash.
I'm buying Starberries if he does.
What do you mean he's trash?
He's trash. We've had this conversation before multiple times. We don't need to have it
okay.
again.
What is your talk about trash? Like he can't play now basketball?
He never was as good as people thought he was ever.
Yes, he was.
He was good.
he's
He
one
wasn't,
of the,
and that's the opinion.
He's
that I
a
have.
great individual player. He's a terrible team player.
right.
But he also was never as good of an individual player as people put him on. Everybody want to associate him with Iverson. He never was that good.
I won't say that, but was he not good on the Timberwolves?
Never was close.
No. He was the closest
wasn't
Iverson.
Iverson.
He torpedoed teams,
I won't
and
say
he was
that.
never as good statistically as people think he would. That's my.
I'm talking about versus Iverson.
He was
No, no,
Russell
no, no, no,
Westbrook
no.
before this season, when Russell Westbrook used to take careless shots and do stupid shit. And
You never saw Marbury Iverson
No.
1A, 1B.
I wouldn't even say that.
No,
I wouldn't
No.
even say
That was what are you talking about? They went to high school together, not together. They were in the same era.
Yeah.
All the
I
way
know
up.
that.
So people associated them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm
not-
saying like you never.
I'm not saying I thought that. I'm saying people
Obviously,
always associated
when
them.
Marbury left, did he leave? He left New Jersey to like China or whatever, right?
Yeah, he's been
no,
trying to.
Boston.
Oh, you're right. He went to Boston and
I
then
don't
left.
remember what, I know he played for the Suns and Timberwolves.
And you,
Other than that,
and
I
like
don't
you
know.
guys didn't think he was
went,
good.
Or was the Knicks?
No, he was.
he go from the Knicks to the
he
Boston-
He
to the
went to
Celtics?
Knicks to
Something like
Boston
that.
for like a year. And
but
then
y'all
from
didn't think
Boston to
Marbury was good.
No, I think Marbury's good, but he's not Iverson.
That year, the Boston Celtics had like Marbury and Bibby.
They had everybody.
And they had like the greatest collection of '90s point guards ever.
The
lasted for 8 months.
only player I would probably pick over Marbury, I mean, like obviously I pick Iverson. I pick a few players over Marbury, but I think Steve Francis was better than Marbury.
Crackhead.
His
Steve
vertical
Francis was
alone,
only
bro.
good for like 4 years, though.
You're right,
So-
but I think he was a better.
NBA
But you
Live
hate on
98 cover.
you hate on Penny and Grant Hill for the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I do, but I don't put Steve Francis as a top 50 player of all time.
Of course not. Who does? No one does.
I know that, but
He's
I'm
probably
saying
not even top player from the state of Maryland.
I don't consider
of all time.
Penny and Grant Hill top 50. I don't consider them top 70.
I know that's the point I'm making.
They're Hall of
You
Famers,
hate
though.
on them.
They shouldn't even be Hall of Famers.
Grant Hill is.
You hate on them for the
Grant Hill's
same
Hall of
thing
Famer.
that you're saying you like Steve Francis for. You like him. He was only good for 4
We
years.
don't think Penny's a Hall of Famer?
No.
I think
No?
Grant Hill is.
Grant Hill might be only because he lasted longer.
We really don't think Penny Hardaway.
I don't
is
think Penny's a Hall
Famer.
of Famer. I don't think Yao Ming's a Hall of Famer. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's going to get in.
Oh, that I
I don't think Tracy McGrady's a Hall of Famer.
T-Mac. Okay.
You think? I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Numbers.
Tracy
not
McGrady, no?
accomplishments.
Numbers?
Not accomplishments.
What about
but
Gilbert
numbers.
Arenas? He's a wacko.
No, he wasn't good enough for long enough.
No,
He wasn't.
He won't get in.
Was Marbury better than Gilbert Arenas?
No.
I would say no, but that's me.
Really?
I'd say Gilbert Arenas.
Y'all
is
really
better
put.
as Pete.
Now you are biased. You worship Gilbert Arenas.
Maybe a little biased,
Gilbert
but
Arenas.
still, his Gilbert Arenas is. See, the thing that always comes down to for me is, what's your top level? What's the height of your career? Arenas had, I think, more than one 30-point per game. Not that accounting stat like points per game means anything, but he had more than one where he was like at the elite level. Marbury was never there with the top 5-10 players in the game. He was never there.
His era caused that. He played with Jordan. Like,
Nah, that's not. No.
man, that's crazy to think Marbury was in the league the same time as
A
Jordan.
lot of
bruh.
them are like that, yeah.
That's crazy. So y'all think Kyrie is fine? I'm excited about the season. I've never been so excited for an NBA season.
I can't wait. I can't
Marbury
wait to see
Marbury
what's
was
gonna
all
happen.
NBA twice and All Star twice. Now, granted, that's people voting, but that's 2 times in his career. All right, so let's not pretend like he's some ridiculously good player.
He was only All-Star twice.
You know how many accomplishments he's racked up in China?
He has a museum in China. That's gonna
He
get him.
should.
That's
He's
gonna
still
get
like
him.
the greatest player in Chinese. He's better.
They have Starberry
He
Day.
might be better than Yao Ming though in the Chinese pantheon.
He is. That's why Yao Ming's in the Hall of Fame, because most of that's China. All right, he was hurt way too much here in the U.S. His feet, bad feet, and Marbury might get in the Hall of Fame basketball because of his China accomplishments. They built a museum. The Chinese people built a museum for a black man. All right, it's weird. All right,
No, that's not weird at all.
He has a
Weird,
temple.
bruh.
Do you?
They worship him. You gotta take your shoes off to go in the museum.
You talk to Jay Schwang all the time. You should know how people feel about basketball in that country. What do you mean it's weird?
Yeah, but building a museum about Marbury, they don't got no Kobe museum. They worship Kobe.
All they do in China, they go from basketball games to baseball games to wrestling shows, and then they go eat sushi. And
Why do they need to have a Kobe museum?
Because they worship Kobe in China.
Okay. So that answers your own question. They worship him. They worship.
I
They
guess.
worship basketball.
I can't wait to see what Kyrie does. I can't wait to see that square up between Kyrie and LeBron. That's gonna be nuts.
That's the first game of the season.
know.
I think
Watching
LeBron is dunking every point he gets. He's dunking on Kyrie. I think he's just gonna get 42
I can't
points.
wait. He's
dunking
gonna
on
bully
Kyrie
him. He's gonna bully him.
every single time. He's not shooting. He's just gonna dunk on him.
Adidas surpassed Jordan Brand.
So I don't know if you remember, but we had talked about it a couple months ago when Adidas got to third and was like a sliver behind Jordan Brand, and I told you about that story.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not surprised because it was like,
But Jordan Brand's got the holiday pack coming out. It's going to save them all. Wheat everything.
All right, those are awful.
Wheat 13s, wheat 6s, wheat 1s.
Wheat ones are okay.
Wheat 13s are the best out of the pack.
And week 13's it though.
Oh,
I'm
know
sorry.
about that.
We were
bro.
talking about that earlier. I don't want to admit it, but then week 13's go hard.
The wheat 13s are better than the 1s and the
Wheat is so played out, bro.
6s.
They should have stopped making wheat when the Air Force Ones you got. That should have been it.
That should have been it.
That should have been it for wheat, man. Come on. They're coming out with wheat Jordans, and now they counted the Navy 11. If they're not going to replace the Navy 11 with something,
Wheat 11s.
if they come out
Oh,
with a wheat
bro, if
11,
they do
stop
that,
bro.
please.
It's going to have
Hey, but with the gum bottom though, that shit might work.
I mean, what else would you put a wheat with?
They're going to put I heard they're going to put
You gotta
Timberland
do an
bottoms
icy
on
sole or something. You know,
I ain't never seen a wheat with anything but a gum bottom.
Exactly.
They could put a clear sole on a wheat.
Dang, speaking of Timberland bottoms, you know that man that was across from us, Last Bin had those fests that was selling Gucci flip-flops with Timberland
yeah.
bottoms? Now, Gucci makes those? They must have copied them.
Make what?
They make those.
Make what?
The flip-flops with the Timberland bottoms on them.
No, they don't. Oh, they do, huh? Oh, he must have been ahead of the game.
He must have, yeah.
He knows what's up,
He got
dude.
that early stuff.
I was
to
clowning
Italy.
him. Yeah, I was clowning him.
you know how many years Steph was in Minnesota for?
4. 3?
He got traded to New Jersey when he was 21 years old.
They
That
stayed
shit,
in New Jersey for how long? 4?
5?
2 years.
Oh, no, yeah. He was at the Suns for Suns for 3?
2.5. It looks like he was traded in the middle of the season. So probably 2.5 years in Minnesota, 3 seasons, and 2.5 years in New Jersey, 3 seasons. But I mean, that should tell you
3.
That alone should tell you he was traded 3 times by the time he was 23 years old.
He had a bad attitude.
He did have bad attitude.
He wasn't not bad. He wasn't not good at basketball.
They wouldn't put up with that if Steph Curry had a bad attitude. I'm sorry, but
Steph Curry with a bad attitude just sounds funny.
That sounds
it does. But if he had a bad attitude, trust me, he'd
Ryan
still be a
loves
warrior.
Steph Curry.
He did throw his mouthpiece at somebody though, so
He'd still be a warrior.
Speaking of which,
that's how good he is.
Speaking of Steph Curry, how about KD trolling kids on accident? From
KD might need a psychologist, bro.
that was hilarious.
I think he actually needs a
and a
counselor.
barber.
Oh, I don't even know if barber can save him. He needs to just go bald, dude. Well, just wrap that up real quick. So Adidas over German, does that matter?
No.
Do we care?
We kinda know.
honestly don't even care though.
It's funny to watch everybody argue about why they think it happened. To me,
It's like enough. I don't even care.
we saw
Like,
it coming, like you said. We knew. It was gonna
I mean,
happen.
Jordan Brand is under Nike. Like, it doesn't matter. Nike basically had 1 and the 2 spot. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want? Like, anyways, when Adidas takes over Nike, all right, then wake me up.
never gonna
that
happen.
won't ever happen.
It will never ever happen.
That's not gonna happen.
I was watching FIBA basketball in Europe the other day. Nike was just all over the place in that building. I was like, good lord.
Nike ain't gonna, especially with the jerseys now that they
Yeah,
got.
but it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with Air
Basketball.
Monarch 4s and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
that sells to,
exactly.
like,
That's the
masses.
thing. People think that Nike is on the top because they sell so many Jordans and so many Air Maxes and stuff. No, they sell all that stuff in famous footwear and all that stuff in like DSW and stuff. That's where they make their money. When Adidas starts selling stuff in all those stores, then come wake me up. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, something we didn't talk about last week. Did I send you that Finish Line story?
No.
Supposedly, someone's buying out Finish Line. They're going to turn it into like the DSW of sneaker shops. And I said, isn't Art Famous Footwear already that?
Wait a minute. So there's no more finish lines?
They're not going to be the equivalent of what Finish Line isn't now.
Lord, have
Finish Line's kind of whack anyway, so
All the stock prices for like all those companies has
they're
been
all
taken
trash,
though.
so
So
it wouldn't really
Foot
matter.
Locker, Champs, all
They're
that
not even
stuff.
going to be in malls anymore. What was you had brought up, Brian? You just said something.
About?
I don't know. You had brought up something. I went back to Adidas real quick.
Oh, he
forgot.
was talking about KD, right?
Oh, yeah,
KD
KD Twitter, yeah.
Bro, KD
With him talking in third person.
is a weird person, bro. Like I've never seen somebody care so much. Like I don't know. Like, see, doing stuff like that can make you be like, I don't like him, man. But I like KD. Like Kevin Hart, I always like Kevin Hart. Hard worker.
I don't think it's
good person. But now I'm like,
I don't think
bro, you
anyone
a phony.
disliked Kevin Hart. They just his movies weren't funny.
Right. But now you look at him like, bro, you a phony.
And I will say, it's still one of the funniest movie scenes recently, like within the last like 10, 15 years, is Kevin Hart in the 40-year-old version arguing with.
Oh, of course.
absolutely.
Of course.
That's one of the funniest.
That's one of the
movie
funniest.
scenes.
That's when he was funny, when he was nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
But KD, we had just said that KD might be slowly moving up the list of real ones as far as like talking crazy to people, stuff like that. But now that he's got fake accounts, like trying to like up himself, like he's a weird person. Like he looks like that person that sits in the room like by himself. Like,
But see, dudes that are real ones.
Yeah, but we knew he was weird. We didn't know he was weird like that. We knew he was weird.
A prerequisite of being a real one is someone who's emotional, and he clearly is emotional.
but his emotions are all over the place.
They are, but real ones usually have all over the place emotions,
like he
and
said,
they act out on it.
he said, I mean, it was a quote that he said to somebody in Actown. He said, he drinks beer, plays video games,
Has pimples.
has acne, slides in the
KD
DMs.
said this?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said he slides in the DMs. He said he's just like us, but he's so, I don't understand, like, he hurts his, he hurts his image and tries to, in the back end, build it back up secretly at the same time. Like, I don't understand him. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't get it. Man. I didn't see like a lot of the stuff that he said. How did he even get caught? I don't get that.
Because he posted it in the third person from his account instead of logging into one of the dummy accounts.
That's what made it even funnier.
And he was like, well, did you ever think that maybe he just didn't like playing in Oklahoma City and for that coaching staff? And if you take Russell Westbrook off that team, they're terrible and da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, see, they kept showing that quote, but I didn't know why they kept
Yeah,
showing
so he
that.
was like trashing the organization, the coach, and then every player except for Russ. and he accidentally tweeted it from the KD trade.
It's his Twitter
account, talking in the third person, like defending KD, and then deleted him. And the dude that posted it was like, "Oh, saw that you deleted those comments of yourself talking in third person," but the dude already like screenshotted them and posted them everywhere.
You know you're doing too much if you got too many accounts. If you just log in, you don't forget to log in. That's actually funny.
He needs to have someone else to handle it.
Definitely.
Get you a handler, bro.
The Nike jerseys, y'all like them?
Yeah,
I think
they
so.
unveiled them all.
I think so.
Well, that was supposedly like the special.
Oh yeah, what are those called?
Or whatever. I don't remember.
Connect jerseys,
something like that.
Something like that. Jay, shout out to Jay. Shanghai Soul said that like his guy works with the jerseys or something like that, and said that in the near future they're thinking about putting mini cameras in the jersey and you being able to pay for POV, like pay to watch them out of the or whatever.
That's doing too much.
I think the language is too bad on the court for them to do that. Like,
well, I'm sure it won't have no audio.
That would make any sense though. That's the best part. I like the jerseys.
Yeah, jerseys are cool.
Now there's supposed to be, and I haven't seen it yet. There's supposed to be a throwback jersey for the Suns. They're like one of like 10 teams that's getting a throwback, and it's supposed to be in the Old West.
Oh, the Western letters or whatever.
Yeah, but
I was told that they look
them.
really good.
The throwback one,
throwback,
or oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about that.
I haven't seen any of the throwbacks.
Couple people we know have seen pictures of it.
I think people
You
are kind
must be
of.
talking about one of the guys we know that owns part of the team.
Yeah.
Who's MIA, owns part of the Diamondbacks and the Suns.
Oh,
And the Coyotes.
I was going about
all
And the LA Lakers.
I was about to say his name.
I almost said his name too.
It's not a secret mission to find me.
I think everyone's kind of overreacting.
Nah,
over
he
the
would have found
jerseys,
you. Not
yo.
that hard to find. He would have found you by now.
The jerseys they're cool, but
No, that's straight.
I just think people overreacting. Like people like, thank you, swoosh. Finally, Adidas. Even George was kind of saying that for a minute too about Adidas trash jerseys, and it doesn't.
The only thing I'm excited about is the fact that now they can make Charles Barkley's jerseys.
They couldn't before. Oh yeah, he's a Nike athlete.
Yeah, because of his contract with Adidas, they couldn't do Charles Barkley's. That's the
I'm
only
just
thing
happy
excited
because we can
about.
get
I
them
just
all
want a
discounted
retro.
now.
Okay, maybe
Shut
I
up.
like them now. Maybe they aight now.
I think the shorts are fire.
I don't. Jersey's a jersey to me. Like honestly, I think I care more about NFL jerseys than I do NBA jerseys. It's not.
Lately, I have, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like George was like, "Oh, Adidas is trash." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it doesn't even matter. Like a swoosh jersey. What's different about a Nike jersey?
I will be honest, though. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm just Nike biased, but I didn't start buying more football jerseys until they transitioned to Nike.
Football jerseys are different though, because like the football jerseys, like the material and the Nike ones and the fit, like the authentics and stuff, it's like the best. Like it's a good fitting jersey you can wear
really
as a
is.
fan.
I bought
which
a
is how
lot
I
more.
felt about. I know that Nike did away with them, but I thought as a fan, the sleeve jerseys that Adidas did were way better because you can wear that. Like I can wear that to a game. I feel like a fucking tool if I wear a
regular jersey.
regular jersey to a game with like a t-shirt underneath it or whatever. Or you see like all
I
the
don't even wear
fucking
t-shirts under
rednecks
it no
drinking
more.
Budweiser with just their fucking jersey on, no shirt under
You
it.
see them cats that just got off work? They got their jersey on over their button down.
Oh, God, man.
That normally
shoes
happens
and
at
shit.
WNBA games.
This just be they be like I'll be watching like Celtics. You can tell they just
Yeah,
got
it's
off the train.
Pete Carroll, WNBA game.
Yeah, all right, yes.
All bad.
Yeah, no, I don't care about the jerseys. I think the Sixer ones might be the best. I mean, the Black Suns ones is cool. Other than that,
The Minnesota one's
seen about
trash.
30
I like the graphic on the Minnesota one, like
yeah.
how they designed the graphic, but the color is awful.
considering that Atlanta played in a neon green one before, it's awful.
Some of them are dope. I'm glad opposite of him. I'm glad the sleeve one are gone. I understand why he says that, but I
got
would
used
never
to
buy
them.
a jersey, so I don't care. So I'm
I
glad
seen
those are
about
gone. Trash.
35 Pete Carroll lookalikes over the weekend. They must have had like a convention or something.
Okay, you need to stop saying they.
He's just trying to upset everybody. You know?
Yeah, Nike jerseys.
One episode at a time.
Yep.
This group of people, then this
Oh,
group
yeah,
of
last week
people.
it was
then-
yellow. This week it's
That was him.
No, that was you.
was-
And
that
I
was-
said, "Is that?"
I said the color yellow. That's all I said.
you
You didn't
said-
have to say nothing
You
about
said
Asians.
yellow. You said yellow people.
sneakerheads are nice.
No,
We
I
all should be
didn't.
yellow people.
No, I
I
didn't.
wouldn't have asked you.
I
if it
said
was-
we don't talk about race. It doesn't matter because all sneakerheads are yellow. They're corny. That's all I said. all sneakerheads. That includes me. All right.
Yes, and then you were talking about people being yellow, so I asked you.
But he did say corny, and corn is yellow, so I see what he's getting at.
These are questions that Jay wants to know answered. All right, so I asked for him.
Bro, he commented a couple of times like, dang.
He's joking.
He about to I know. About to revoke that T.
You gonna rip it right off my body.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Is there anything else we talking about today?
ASAP Rocky, Under Armour.
Oh yeah, he said ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP.
$8 AP.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky.
$8 AP Rocky.
ASAP. Well, yeah, I guess that deal's final. Doesn't matter anymore. It didn't matter when we talked about it the first time. I don't know. Is he that cool?
I don't know.
What's he gonna wear it with? Like, is he gonna wear like a Raf Simons outfit
Golf.
with Under Armour shoes?
I think
clothing.
he's supposed to do the clothes, right? He's supposed to
guess,
do.
supposed
It
to
said
be
the
the whole
lifestyle
line.
section.
Nobody's rocking Under Armour as a lifestyle.
They must have threw him a super bag, bro.
They're trying.
They're trying to what?
He said no one's wearing their sportswear stuff or whatever lifestyle.
I mean, I don't
they're
know.
trying.
I don't know what it does now, but that little collection you did with Guess flew.
Oh, ASAP Rocky has style.
$8 AP.
I just don't know if it's with Under Armour.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't see Under Armour doing like oversized tees. You know what I'm saying? And skinny
I
jeans.
guess they could. No,
could
nobody
give it a
else. No,
shot.
no other performance brand is in that market of making like
true.
streetwear or like streetwear, real
Nike
streetwear.
tries, I guess. You could. I mean, with tech pants, is that streetwear? I mean, that's supposed to be, but we turned it into streetwear.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just expensive though.
So, I don't
Even
know.
more
I don't know how
now.
I feel about
That shit's like $150 now.
Yeah, for tech pants are good. But I don't
150,
own.
$180?
I don't own one pair of tech pants. I can't pay for it. It's too much money.
What are you talking about?
Nike tech pants.
You
I've
can get
always.
them like 60% off all the time.
Yeah, I mean they're always
Where?
on sale.
Nike website when they have the clearance.
Oh, that's still too much.
You can get it for like $40.
$40.
I ain't paying that, bro. Actually, $40. I've never seen it before. They're $40.
That's what I paid for them.
Sometimes.
$40,
I didn't know that.
$45.
Oh.
I got most of mine from the outlets for like.
See, you're the only person I know that
30,
can find
50
stuff
bucks.
like that. You come through with like some of the most greatest stuff ever from the outlet. I go to the outlet with you, nothing but trash, all right? Nothing but Jordan Superflies and stuff in there.
Best thing I ever got was that penny pack for $60.
Oh, that's right.
Sold it for like 600.
Still.
Penny packs, man. Yeah, I don't care about Under Armour, ASAP Rocky. I'm more curious if like, does he not wear all the stuff that he wears now? Like, is he walking down the street wearing Raf? Like,
You know what? I would
sneakers?
need to buy an Under Armour shoe. The logo would have to be like that big on like the most inconspicuous part of the shoe.
I hate the name and the logo. Like, I just think
If they had something that was fire and it was comfortable, I would buy it. But the logo, I mean, if you put the big UA on the side or something, nah.
I
Sorry.
mean, what about them Cam Newton shoes? Y'all like those?
Nope.
It didn't have a logo anywhere. I mean, maybe on the tongue or whatever.
Oh, dude.
I don't think
They were
they're that
wearable.
bad. I think like not the
think
shoes, but like the Rocks clothing stuff. Like I think some of it's tight. Like the shirts and stuff.
It's got a big ass bull on it.
Those-
I'm all
That's
those
like
good.
WWF clothing to me.
Those
With that
Cam
bull
Newtons
on it.
were wearable.
The cams are wearable. I think the cams are alright.
I like the materials they use.
I
There's too
even
many
like the
different ones.
low top version of the first cams. Like they had like the high ones and the low ones. The low top ones were dope.
I don't even remember what those look like.
I thought a couple of Steph Curry lows were alright.
That was like
The first ones.
one that was decent.
Not
What
like-
model of the Steph Curry that was decent?
It was like that gold
It had
and
to be
white
like
one,
the
the
first one.
championship one. I think.
Maybe it was that model, but the low top version.
Yeah.
That was okay. I don't think it matters. They said Rocky is cool. I mean, I'm probably already moved him to my favorite rapper currently.
I've been listening to a lot of Tyler the Creator lately.
He's just a great
His
rapper.
latest.
though.
Yeah.
He's just a great rapper. He's obviously in another world with his style and how he acts, but he's a great, phenomenal
I
rapper,
want to
though.
say ASAP is one of my favorites right now, but he needs to drop something new. He ain't dropped shit in a while.
He's dropped a song.
Yeah.
But Cozy Tapes 2, fire.
I haven't listened to it yet. Is it good?
Fire.
Okay.
That was fire. I need to get that. I need to get on Dat Piff tomorrow.
I think
Download
Yo,
that,
there's
the
a
new
bunch
Reggie
on
the
Dat
Rapping
Piff.
Nurse.
Yeah, I think ASAP is probably my favorite current rapper. Everybody else is kind of stagnant. I don't care for Wale, any of them right now.
I forgot about Wale.
ASAP seems to be
Wale's
doing the
last
most.
album was terrible.
Yeah, Wale's last album was
Not good at all.
That's listenable.
Nah, I wouldn't even say
Mixtapes
that.
are better. Anything else we said we were gonna talk about?
Well, Ronda Rousey's trainer.
See, I don't know the cyborg or whatever her name is.
She's like the fucking
Cyborg is
freakiest,
a beast.
Oh, really?
woman to ever.
She obliterated her last opponent.
I guess not even fair.
So Rousey,
Nah, that's not true.
The last one.
She lasted like 4 rounds with her.
The
When was the last
only
time someone
person-
lasted 4 rounds with Cyborg?
The only
she-
person that has a shot
I
against
mean, yeah,
Cyborg.
she beat the hell
I
out of
was
her.
gonna say, she
But
beat the living breaks off her.
yeah, but it was like it ended in the 4th round or something.
She
like
was
that.
toying with it though. I think.
All right.
I
Cyborg
watched it.
normally beats people within 30 to 45 seconds. The women that she's normally
I've
fighting.
never
I think she was
seen
trying to
this
give her a
person
show.
fight. She's
Low
that
key.
good?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, people make jokes about her having
People-
like male hormone and stuff like that.
People kept like nobody wanted to fight her, like at all.
She's too big for. She's like in the next weight class above Rousey. Like
So everybody
15.
would just cut.
She's
super
that
weight.
big?
she's
a
a,
big girl.
it's a big.
So Rousey couldn't beat her if she wanted to.
Oh no!
Rousey couldn't beat anybody.
And
though.
the chick was like it was Rousey's like coach that was like, yeah, we're gonna come back fight Chris Cyborg, and Chris Cyborg was like, I don't want to fight her. Like I'd feel bad. Like she got knocked out the last 2 times that she's been out. She doesn't have any confidence. Like she's washed. Like she was like, I'll tell you what. Like if she wants to fight me, we can go to the WWE and we can have a wrestling match. So that way I can't hurt her.
If
Cyborg and Nunez.
Cyborg talks like this. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
The only person who has a chance against Cyborg is Caitlyn Jenner.
I don't know if he can.
That's 100%.
He, she can, whatever.
Okay, that's enough.
I mean,
That's
I'm
okay.
trying to be right.
Just don't even say anything.
That's somebody who just didn't capitalize on what they did. I mean, they kind of did, but
The show was too boring.
Well, that person was
Doesn't
already
take
the person
advantage.
was already rich, so it really didn't
yeah,
matter.
but I mean, like, okay, not make monetary gain from it. They're already rich. She's already rich,
okay.
but she faded away.
Why do you keep saying he or she? Just don't even say
Because,
that.
bro,
Just say the
it-
name.
well, no, it's a
No,
she's
just
a
why
she
do you
now.
gotta say?
She's a she now.
Now she's a she.
I'm not gonna do that, bro. Look, man,
All
you
right.
fight that battle, bro.
I'm not fighting nothing. I'm saying why even say it. I'm not.
So you wouldn't get a tub of bath, a tub of Kool-Aid for $10 million, right?
10 million. Yes, that's life changing.
Cut
money.
your dick off.
Hell no.
Wait, what did he say?
He said, "Cut your dick off for 10 million."
What are you talking about? Are you crazy? I couldn't cut anything off for $10 million. Oh, let me think.
I was gonna say, hey, you did have a vasectomy, right, for free?
Okay, but they didn't cut it off.
No, he paid for it.
I had to
Oh, well,
pay for
that's true. Okay,
my
true
insurance
that.
paid for
It
that.
wasn't free.
I don't
Somebody
think I
paid
could
for
do
it.
anything like that for $10 million.
You might cut a toe off or something. You don't wear
Pinky toe?
you don't wear flip flops anyway,
right.
so
Pinky toe.
It do hurt when you hit
Pull
on
a
the
tooth,
side of the
like
bed.
pull a tooth with the pliers just right out.
For 10 million?
Oh, for $10 million, yeah.
No Novocaine.
I'll let somebody punch me in the mouth for $10 million, knock my teeth out. Bro. $10 million?
I think I'd rather cut a toe off than let. So my teeth are sensitive. Every time I go to the dentist, I freak out. Man. I freak out when
They
I go to
punch
the
you in the
dentist,
mouth with
son.
ice. They punch you in the mouth with ice on their knuckles.
Nah, getting punched is different, but like it's not guaranteed that a tooth's gonna come out. He said pull your own tooth. Nah, I don't think I could do it.
I
I'd
can't
pull
do
it
it
for
myself.
10.
I would definitely let someone punch me. Of course, I would let someone punch me in the face for 10 million. You
You'd have to show me
but
the
it's
10
no
million,
guarantees
and I'll do it.
damage is gonna happen. You might get knocked out, but it's no guarantee your face is gonna be broke.
Brock Lesnar square.
I
in the
would
middle.
die.
I don't even think he hits that hard. No, if he hit that hard, John Bones man wouldn't be predicting like, oh, I'll kill him.
John Bones, man, is only killing cocaine and PED. He's not killing anybody.
And steroids.
If Brock
saying,
Lesnar
needles.
punched me in the face, I'd die. Like, I would die. My neck would disconnect. My spine would
I
disconnect.
mean, I'm
from
sure
my
he
neck.
punches harder than we do. I don't think he punches as hard as like people just see how big he is and think he's like he would be a great heavyweight or
Ugh,
something. He's lost like what 4 fights. He's not undefeated. I mean, people beat him up. Some
I
people
guess.
have,
Not
so.
me, though.
I
would-
What else? Nothing?
I would imagine. What's the name? Backyard brawler man punches harder than him.
Oh, Kimbo Slice?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he, but his thing was to punch harder than people. Like, I guess it's everybody's thing if you fight, but I mean, I don't know. Kimbo Slice, bro. I used to watch them backyard weird stuff, though. He could punch. Lord. I watched a video where this guy wanted him to punch him in the thigh, and they thought he broke his leg. That's insane. All right. Anything else?
You wanted to do you wanted to tell people what to watch, like on TV or something like that. Recommendations.
Oh
last week.
no, I didn't even think of anything like that this week. Though.
Oh, I didn't know.
My recommendation that 1 week though was Cozy Tapes.
F is for
Oh,
family.
okay.
Listen to ASAP Cozy Tapes. What?
F is for family on Netflix.
Oh, that's a show?
Yeah, it's the most hilarious cartoon ever.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
cartoon.
it's a cartoon.
It's fucking hilarious.
I'll check that out.
I don't have Netflix.
Why not?
I don't know.
I'll text you.
I would just get like
I'll
codes.
text you my account.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll take
Either that, or I can get you an account for like $4.
Oh, see, I won't. I don't think I'd watch it.
Don sublets its account.
No, I would. I would just recommend listening to A$AP Mob Cozy Tapes. Fire. Cozy Tapes 2.
Music wise,
Fire. Shows. I can't even think of anything right now. We're watching
Ozark. You checked out? Have you checked out Ozark? On
No, I'm gonna try to get into Game of Thrones.
I haven't.
You're super late.
I'm late.
You
I'm
got
never.
a
I'm never
long
watched.
time.
But there's like,
I've only watched one episode ever.
but there's like 3 years until the next season comes out. It's not like coming out. It's like 2019 or 2020 or something.
Really?
Only thing y'all need to be worried about right now is Curb Your Enthusiasm coming up 2 weeks.
Season 9.
I haven't even watched the last season of Ballers,
I just watched the first episode of Ballers last night, and it was whack, but I love it. So
and I haven't watched.
the boy Steph Curry was in it. Weird. Steph Curry was in it. I can't watch now. Steph Curry was in it with his wife getting in an Under Armour private jet, and Steph Curry goes,
Don't ruin it.
No, please.
I'm gonna tell this lie.
It's already ruined right
Steph
there.
Steph Curry is walking with the wife to the private jet, and Steph Curry goes, "This is how corny he is." Like, you don't even believe it from him. He goes, they're like going on a vacation. And he goes, "Oh, so you think this is a date? This is a date night, babe? We're going to the Mile High Club."
Oh no.
Horny.
No.
All right.
No.
It was awkward. I wanted to get on the coffee table. I was like, "Oh God, you're not cool enough to say stuff like that." Man.
If you watch Netflix, check out Ozark. Ozark, for those that don't know, it's about a money launderer. Jason Bateman is a money launderer. Official.
Oh, that's what it's about?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a religious thing.
No,
Okay.
it's money laundering.
I can watch that.
It's dope. Trust
Jason
me.
Bateman is an underrated actor.
Yo,
Jason
and
Bateman
honestly,
is
this
a
is
super underrated
He's a
actor.
very serious actor. No joking in this. Very dope show. It's all about money laundering. It's crazy dope. Trust me, you'll like it.
Until
have to watch
Ballers
that.
has LeVar Ball on, I'll watch.
You know he's coming, bro.
And you can call the episode LeVar Ballers.
LeVar Ballers.
You know LeVar Ball is coming to Ballers, so he has to.
I discontinued.
Did you watch the Ball Family Show
No.
yet? You gotta watch it. You'll
not
change your
watching
mind. All right.
Season 3 of Narcos probably is one of the best seasons.
I've never seen an episode of Narcos.
You're
ever.
missing out.
Neither have I.
Narcos
That's a problem.
Is
And
There's a lot of
absolutely-
fire stuff.
You
on
watch Game of
Netflix that I
Thrones?
haven't watched. Nah.
You watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't.
Don?
I watched like the
I'm
first
not
one. I
gonna-
couldn't get into it.
I watched 3 episodes and it wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's about the same thing with me. I saw about 2 or 3 episodes. I don't remember what season it was. It wasn't the first season, but it was like years ago. So I'm not gonna badmouth it, but again, it's just not.
But wait, when is True Detective season 3?
Didn't entertain me.
End of the year. Actually, next month,
Who's
isn't
in
it?
it? Who's in it? Who's in it?
Black dude from Moon. I can't think of his
I
name.
think so.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of his name.
I think that's the only
He's a
reason they
great
agreed to
actor.
make it or whatever because he agreed
He's
to
a
be in it or
great
something.
actor.
Bro, one of the most heated I've ever been at somebody spoiling a TV show was when I spoiled True Detective episode 2 for him, and then he spoiled episode 3 for me.
True Detective season 2 was kind of whack though. wait, what was in season 2? Woody Allen?
Colin Farrell.
No,
Oh no, that one was
Yeah,
whack.
And Vince Vaughn.
it wasn't like
It was alright.
it wasn't like the wackest thing you would ever see to the point where you wouldn't keep watching.
You
but-
can't
but-
follow season 1 with anything. Season 1 True Detective might have been one of the greatest.
Which one was season 1? Who's in it?
Bruh, there's only been 2
only been
seasons.
2
Oh, okay.
That's the one with Woody
Yeah, but
Harrelson.
which is okay. I thought it was
Bruh, you the one who told me to watch it.
First of all-
I recorded it and had it for a year and then watched.
What's his name in the Lincoln commercials? McConaughey.
Yeah.
That scene where he's running through them projects and he's running.
Oh, yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
most stressful scenes I've ever seen in television history. I was stressed. All right.
That's how season 2 had a scene like that too. You don't remember? Or did you
I
not
don't
watch
remember.
it?
I watched it. I
The
don't
shootout scene?
And so did Miami Vice, the movie.
Oh, okay, yes, and the TV show. I
You
can't take.
love him. You love Colin. What's his name?
I can't take Vince Vaughn serious to watch. I just
Yeah, that was a bad
It's-
casting.
no,
hate
he's-
that.
That was a bad casting.
Anything else?
He
man?
shouldn't be in anything besides comedy
Comedies
movies with like Will Ferrell
with
and
sarcasm.
whoever.
Night of season 2, that's coming or no?
Never,
Did it get
oh
picked
no,
up?
that was it.
was
That was
it?
just
No,
a
that
one-time
that
show
was
thing.
like one of those like mini series.
And I
or
never
whatever.
saw one episode, so
You need to watch it.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Fire.
It's
gonna
worth
watch it.
watching.
yeah, we need to find some stuff to watch. So we still haven't started American Gods yet. I want to watch that.
Bro,
Like,
get in-
Teresa doesn't even like TV, and Teresa enjoyed Night of.
Night of.
Get in
I don't
that.
even know
We're
what
gonna
that
get you a Netflix account and start with
Yeah.
Ozark and Narcos. Start
got-
with just those 2.
Well, I don't know what Ozark's about, but Narcos definitely. But you got to watch.
You've never watched Narcos. How you know?
Huh?
You've never seen Narcos.
Narcos is dope. Trust
No,
me.
I'm saying based on
Oh.
the reputation of the show. That's definitely one of them. The other one, the Marvel show, Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, Luke.
that
Luke
that
Cage.
good?
It is good.
And
there's a new Marvel
the
show,
other one, Jennifer.
Punisher.
Punisher.
I haven't
Trejo
seen. I
just
haven't
sent me
watched Punisher yet.
Trejo just
It
sent me
should be coming out.
the trailer. I watched it on the way here. It looked fire.
I saw the trailer.
Jennifer, whatever. I forgot what.
Aniston?
Jessica Jones. Is that what it is?
Jessica Jones. Yeah,
Jessica
yeah.
Jones. You got to watch that one too.
She
Fire.
does PEDs or no?
And Master of None.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Masters of None is an amazing show. I was late on it, and I just finished it like 2 weeks ago.
I just like him, Aziz.
I'm sorry.
I just like him.
Very good show.
I used to like him on Parks and Recs.
That show has 100% rating for season 1, season 2 entire run. 100%.
good show.
Never had one rating below 10 or whatever.
I knocked it out in a couple of days.
Y'all ready for top 5 boxers?
I'm ready.
Real quick.
Let's get it.
I didn't realize it was this late. Top 5 boxers ever. I'm just gonna say my 5.
Go ahead.
It is to us.
No honorable mentions.
I mean, Mike Tyson's an honorable mention.
What?
Really?
Yeah, Mike Tyson's. I don't consider him. I mean, Mike Tyson's like a top 7 fighter. I don't consider him top 10. He wasn't a great boxer. He's just iconic.
Is your list like only people you've seen?
Like
or
my
just-
list.
'cause my list is only people I've watched.
My list is
Yeah,
people that
mine
I
too, for the
grew
most
up
part.
watching and like actually gone back and watched as much as I possibly could on them.
All right.
Like I've actually seen stuff on them. And plus, like growing up, my uncles and my dad were just so into boxing. We watched Sugar Ray Leonard, like 80s, mid 80s, all the way through. Like I've seen it all.
Well, I didn't put anyone from that era on.
Number 5, I got Roy Jones Jr.
Too low. Way too low.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Way too low.
Well, the thing with Roy Jones
Well,
was,
depending who you have, how far back you went in your top 4.
a lot of
that's probably way
a
too
lot
low.
of the fights that he lost, it went just straight downhill for him.
But it
Like,
wasn't until the very
Tarver
end of
just
his career.
ruined him. Like
When you
it
fight a
just
fan for 100K,
he fought this year. Like
See, but my judgment is
What he could have been.
What their height? No, when he was at his height, he may have been the greatest talent-wise boxer in history.
you're right.
100%
100% agree.
So once the downhill starts, when you're 35 or whatever, I don't even count that.
He wasn't that old
Steve
when it
Francis.
started downhill.
He's the Steve Francis of boxing.
No, Steve Francis started going like this.
Steve Francis looked
He started going like this.
60 at
Where he could
37.
get it.
Bruh.
All right, what else?
Number 4, I got Muhammad Ali. I actually gone back and watched everything that I could find Muhammad Ali. Like, he had power, he had speed, he had showmanship. He was a great fighter. Like, I thought he was a great boxer.
So then, if you have him on your list, then I understand why Roy is 5th.
Number 3, I got Tommy Hitman Hearns. I watched him growing up I think I might have seen every single Tommy Hitman Hearns fight from when I was around maybe 13 on, 11 on. I mean, a lot of people know him just from Martin, the episode of Martin when he beat up Martin. But I love Tommy Hitman Hearns, though. Like, he was just, I thought he was one of the hardest hitters ever.
Yes, Rocky is your number 1.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, I got Michael B. Jordan from Creed. Number 2, I got Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, he had 3 losses. I mean, I think, 2 of them was against, 2 losses with Duran, maybe, I think. I mean, his last one was, I think, the loss was against Duran. I think he was like a better Mayweather. All right. But I do have Mayweather number 1. I do.
You got all them dudes on there, and then Mayweather.
I do. I have Mayweather there because, I mean, he's the freak. He does what you're supposed to do. You punch and don't get punched back. I hate the argument that he runs. He doesn't. You punch and you don't get punched back. If I got into a scrap on the streets right now, I'm not trying to get punched. I'm trying to punch them and not get punched.
The people who make that argument are
He's
the
the
same.
greatest defensive fighter of all time.
The people who make that argument are the ones that you guys literally were the same category of let him knock him out. And
That was
fight.
different, though.
How's that different? It's the same thing.
Different. That's different.
No, it's not.
So I got Mayweather number 1. I do. I think he's proven himself. He's fought the biggest names that he could possibly fight in his era. People who say he didn't fight nobody. Who else is he supposed to fight? He fought everybody. He might not have fought everybody in their prime, but he fought every single person in his era. What do you want him to do?
That's different, though. That's
What
like
do you want him to do? He beat up 50 people in his era.
that's like
What do you want him
that's
to do?
like Shumpert fighting or playing 1-on-1 against Michael Jordan and beating him, and being like, I'm better than Michael Jordan.
I mean, that wasn't his era.
And Pacquiao, that fight.
Like I said, it might have been too late, but he still fought him. It's like, what do you want me to do? I beat Pacquiao. I beat Canelo. I beat Cotto. He beat Maidana. He beat everybody.
I need that fight again. I need Pacquiao Mayweather too.
No, you don't.
Nah, I'm
Pacquiao just lost
go
in
to
what?
sleep.
Australia?
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing. Who's going next?
Done.
All right. I kind of have a lot of honorable mentions, so I'll just go through them quickly because I love boxing. Lennox Lewis,
I can see it.
Sugar Ray Leonard,
Mm-hmm.
Bernard Hopkins, Felix Trinidad.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Prince Nassim Ahmed. You remember him?
I do.
This is honorable mentions?
Yeah.
I like
all
his style.
This is my honorable mentions. It should be like a top 20 or whatever, but it's honorable mentions. Riddick Bowe, Arturo Gotti,
I hated Riddick Bowe's for him.
and Evander Holyfield.
You can't. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
All of them. Loved watching all of them. Number 5 for me, Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, fire.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
I never got into him, but like, you know, that's what they love.
Loved
He's
watching
a
him
cross
fight.
dresser, so
Yeah, listen, I don't talk about his personal life. It was just whatever he did in the ring, he did his thing. Number 4, I have Mayweather. I'm not putting Mayweather at number 1. Even though he is undefeated,
Right.
he bored me. Granted, he was a technical fighter. He did what he was supposed to do, but I
If
cannot
you're gonna
put
say
him-
because he bores you, then I know who your number 1 is.
No. Well, because again, this is what I grew up with watching.
Right.
And I watched to get excited and to be entertained, and he was not entertaining.
He had his moments.
He had his moments, but he was the last like 2-3 years of his career. He was not entertaining,
I agree.
and he went out like a sucker, like fighting Andre Berto. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, who else is gonna fight? Fought everybody.
Then just retire. I don't know. The way he went out, I wasn't a fan of. Number
The reason he didn't retire is because people want to give him those greenbacks.
Well, that too. Well, I'm not mad at that at all. But for me, it wasn't entertaining. Number 3, Muhammad Ali. I mean, literally one of the greatest to do it. You know what I'm saying? Can't argue that. Number 2, Roy Jones Jr.
That seems really high.
Dude, he was, like he said, at his peak, literally the fastest, the strongest. Nobody was touching him.
Then he started getting actually knocked out.
That was at the end.
Doesn't count.
Muhammad Ali got knocked out.
Doesn't count. Like, it counts.
Doesn't count.
Bro,
Man, stop it.
nobody could touch him at his peak. And he could rap. Y'all must have forgot. You know what I'm
He was
saying?
okay at rapping. He was
The album was and bad. And number 1 for me, Tyson.
Tyson's just iconic.
Tyson is to me the most exciting that
did you
I
have Ali on
remember.
your list?
Yeah, number
Okay,
3.
all right.
Tyson was the most exciting that I remember growing up watching. We all had fight parties for Tyson. Oh, Tyson and Jones. Everyone else was just, if we get it, we get it. Tyson and Jones, when they fought, we threw fight parties. That's what I remember growing up.
That's facts.
So-
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
That's what I go. That's my 5.
What you got? Or who's next?
I'll go next.
All right.
So 5, Lennox Lewis. I always enjoy watching Lennox Lewis.
I did too.
Not Conor McGregor.
Oh, honorable mentions: Conor McGregor and Rocky.
And who's the cat
Yes,
that beat Rocky?
Rocky
Apollo
made,
Creed?
Rocky and Apollo Creed made
and Ivan
everyone's,
Drago.
I was gonna say,
made everyone's honorable mention list. If he dies, he dies.
And Butterball, Butterbean.
Hey, king of the knockouts, bro.
Bro, Butterbean used to fight people like in department stores. Oh, what was that? Steve-O from
Jackass.
That was
Jackass?
Jackass.
Fought him,
It was
like,
knocked that
Johnny knocked
motherfucker
him out.
in Dillard's.
Oh my god! It was like a sporting goods store.
Over mannequins and shit.
And I think he like hit his head on the like metal rack
Yeah,
too.
the side of the
something,
counter or
bro.
something. He was fucked up.
Tears.
That was hilarious.
Steve-O was on Hot Ones last week.
I didn't
Or
watch
not
it
last
yet.
week, a few weeks
Was
ago.
it a good one? I got back to
was
watching
alright.
it. Nobody everybody finishes now.
Yeah.
It's boring. I want to see somebody like lose it. Go ahead.
So Lennox Lewis. I got Floyd at 4.
I'm surprised because you hate Floyd.
I do hate Floyd. I got Roy Jones Jr. at 3. I got Tyson 2 and Ali 1.
I mean, you really can't argue when it comes to top boxers. I think if you rank top 50 though, Tyson wouldn't even be. He'd be like number 40.
You're lying.
No, I bet if you looked up.
I think top 20.
No, Tyson wasn't a good boxer. He was just scary. Tyson's the only man where every single man was scared of him.
Well, he wasn't a good defensive boxer, but if you can take a punch like he could and deliver, you're a boxer. You're not just it wasn't like he just was like
how was he not a great boxer?
He wasn't. He was just a powerhouse. He was just a bulldog. Like he just went.
But he
crazy.
knew how to get in there. Like,
Yeah, he was a. I mean, he was a fighter. Like he wasn't a boxer.
that's what I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna argue with anybody who thinks he's
Yeah.
the greatest of all time. But like, to me, not even top 10, not top 20, not top 30.
You can name 20 boxers better than Tyson.
I've watched boxing for decades, bro.
Me too.
I might even say Terry Mills before Tyson. I might go Rocky. I mean, Marcial. There's a lot. Like I could think of a grip.
I mean, if we're going back from like 30s, 40s, okay, maybe. But I'm
Sugar
talking.
Ray Robinson. I wanted to put him number one. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
What you got?
I'm not putting anyone on this list I didn't watch.
But see, I watched everything on these fighters. My uncle made me. We watched that.
This Bleacher Report article has Tyson at 46. And De La Hoya at 47.
That's about right.
They're bugging.
That's about right. That's about right, man.
Tyson is one of the greatest of all time.
He's the coolest of all time.
But they also have Roy Jones at 39.
He was in Vegas too.
They're bugging.
$300 for autograph.
All right, this is the top 5 list of boxers in their prime. Who was the best in my lifetime?
You always have to explain your shit.
Honorable mention. Everyone explained their list.
Yeah.
Honorable mention. Andre Ward, undefeated.
Who's that?
Still doing
Can't
his
be
thing.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Jordan Brand.
Did he fight Conor McGregor?
No, he's fighting Bones Jones. He's fighting Bones Jones at Robinson's May.
Andre Ward, currently undefeated, probably number 1, number 2, number 3, pound for pound right now.
He'll never fight anybody that matters. It doesn't.
No one matters who he could fight. He just beat the next best guy in the division twice in a row and blew him out the second time.
You're right, but it's like I can't put a boxer on there who's like stuck fighting just what's there.
Well, there were good super middleweights and light heavyweights earlier in his career, and he blew them all out. That's how good he is.
Pause.
Another one on yes, double, triple pause.
Blew them all.
Quadruple. He got too excited when he said that.
That's nuts.
All right, the other honorable mention I have is he probably doesn't belong in this list, but I kind of want to bring it up so people will go check him out because he is insanely skilled. But Vasily Lomachenko, I don't know if you heard of Lomachenko. Kid's insane. So he's one of the top 5 pound for pound right now.
It's like he's like 3-0. Who was this guy?
No,
he just fought at the.
He's the quickest title winner in history of boxing. He won a title in his second fight, I believe.
Sybil said he fought at a bar in New York. He's undefeated.
Look it up.
He's in Fight Club.
Lomachenko, dude. Trust me.
Lomachenko. I'm gonna look that up.
You want to talk about highly skilled? That's the kid. All right. So again, number 5, Gennady. However you want to pronounce it. Triple G. Yeah.
Oh, those are your honorable mentions?
Yeah. Honorable mentions are Andre Ward and Lomachenko.
Oh, okay. I'm cool with that then. I was number 5.
No, Andre Ward and Lomachenko, honorable mention. The only reason I brought up Lomachenko is because he's like the most exciting fighter in the world right now.
So number 5, Triple G?
Yep, Triple G, number 5. Number 4, Tyson.
Good job.
Again, like Don said, I agree. Really, the only pay-per-views I ever would pay for or go to was Tyson and Roy. So,
Yep.
Number 3, I can't believe no one mentioned him because when he was at his top of his game, he was literally unbeatable. Manny Pacquiao. No one has Pacquiao on their list.
He took steroids.
Okay. Number 3.
Pacquiao took steroids.
You know what? For
Steroids
me,
are fine.
Yes, if everybody can take them.
Okay.
Everybody should be able to take them.
Number 3, Pacquiao. Number 2,
He took
I'm
steroids.
not even going to. There's no reason.
Say yes or
there's
no.
reason to talk about it.
Right.
How would I know? I have no idea.
He wouldn't take them urine tests.
Yeah, but he's Filipino, and that's a
Are you-
disadvantage.
Are you upset about Pacquiao?
Go ahead.
All right. Number 2, Money Mayweather. I mean, there's nothing bad you can say about him. He's 50-0.
Somebody will try to.
And number 1, the greatest boxer I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes live is Roy Jones Jr. Because when he was at the height of his game, it was nothing close to him.
Nothing but net.
agreed.
And he's the worst rapper I've ever heard in my entire life. But he's the best boxer.
He's better than Kobe and Chris Webber. And Iverson.
And LeBron.
Yo, Iverson as Jules had bars.
Iverson
That 40
was
bars.
awful. All right.
Shit was garbage.
Kobe
And
was
everybody
trash,
go watch Lomachenko. Trust me.
I'm going to look that up. Is there anything else? Anything we missed? Nothing? It's kind of late.
That's it, man.
Y'all good? All right, let's go.
Sneak this.
Pow.